What if Bill Gates' goal is to connect all of humanity to a single blockchain system? Or maybe this is a global enslavement of humanity. Only please, you should not immediately throw me down by pretending that I'm a fan of science fiction or conspiracy theory. I will now provide irrefutable advance for my words. Good parser, everyone. Let's go. So, where is the connection between vaccination, pandemic, and blockchain technology? Oddly enough, the connection goes back to the patent office. But first thing first.
We are on the website in the International Organization for Intellectual Property Rights at the International Patent Organization, and in order not to drag out for a long time, I will first move on to one license and will explain everything. So, the license number is WO 2020 060606. If someone suddenly thought this is card number, then let me explain a little from myself. WO often means International Order. 2020 is the publication date of the license. Yes, everything is clear. Well, at the 666 sort it out. I don't even want to say it out loud. So, this is how this system works. But the most important thing is not the most important thing. That main thing is who is the developer and applicant of the license, who received a patent for this technology. Microsoft technology. Nothing resembles a name like Bill Gates, who recently invested heavily in the development of the coronavirus vaccine.
Curious to know what a license is? Then look further.
Look at this. Cryptocurrency system using body activity date. And now, human body activity associated with the task provided to the user may be used in the mining processes of cryptocurrency system. A server may be provided a task to a device of a user which communicatively coupled to the server. A sensor communicatively coupled to or comprised in the device of the user may sense body activity of the user. Body activity date may be generated based on the sensed body activity of the user. The cryptocurrency system communicatively coupled to system and award cryptocurrency to the user whose body activity date is verified. Let's take a closer look. Description, paragraph 20.0026. Look at this. Sensor 130 may be configured since the body activity of user 145. Sensor 140 may be a separate component from user device 130 and by apparently and or communicatively connected to user device 130. Alternatively, sensor 140 may be included and integrated in the user device 130. For example, user device 130 may be a wearable device having sensor 140 at the range. The sensor 140 may transmit information date to use device 130. Sensor 130 may include, for example, but not limited to, functional magnetic resonance imaging scanners or sensors. Electroencephalography sensors, near-infrared spectroscopy sensors, heart rate monitors, thermal sensors, optical sensors, radio frequency sensors, ultrasonic sensors, cameras, and or any other sensors or scanners that can measure or sensor body activity or scan human body. For instance, the fMRI may measure body activity by detecting changes associated with the blood flow. The fMRI may use a magnetic field and radio waves to create detailed images of the body. And now paragraph 34, where task server 110 provides or more tasks to the device 130 or of user 145 over communication network 120. The tasks includes, for example, but not limited to, watching or listening information for a certain time using services, search engine, chatbot, email, social media, network service, and any internet or web service, uploading or sending information data to website, a service or network, or any other information on services which may produce effects on users. In the blockchain, there may be included as a transaction in public ledger.
In short, a person is connected through a system of sensors to a server, which in turn gives to the body a task to perform tasks. Performing the tasks, the human body produces cryptocurrency. Well, a small penny falls to the person himself. Does this system remind you of anything? Personally, it reminded me of the movie The Matrix, where people connected to a single server and their brains perform several tasks. Who has not watched these films? I sincerely advise. The main message of this movie is the reality may be not a real label.
Let's see what kind of WIPO organization is. Inside WIPO. WIPO is the global forum of intellectual property services, policy information and cooperation. We are a self-funding agency of the United Nations with 193 member states. And mission and who we are all and stop. Establishing in 1967, Director Generation Darren Tang, Geneva, Switzerland. And who we are, all information about is the organization which actually covers the all around the world is publicly indicated. What we do, actionability, working with WIPO. You can see, you can go to the site and check everything yourself.
And Bill Gates, one of the richest and most influential people on planet Earth, is unlikely to invest in any nonsense.
Let's take a look at one of the stage of work. Paragraph 36. When or after a user performs the task provided by the task server, sensors may sense the body activity of user, that is, body response related to the task provided by task server, and then transmit the sensed body activity of user to use device. The body activity may include, for example, but not limited to, radiation involved in learning or memory task, beta waves involved in logical thinking and or concept third, alpha wave, which may be related to subconscious thirds, theta waves with may be related to thoughts involved deep and raw emotion, delta waves which may be involved in sleep or deep relation.
That is, mining cryptocurrency will work both when you are awake and even when you are sleeping. In fact, someone else is already in control of your body, not yourself. Now, think about it. Do all states of the world really care about your health so much? There have never been such manifestation, but now all of them. After all, with the help of QR codes, there is a total digitalization of people, so that each and everyone could be easily tracked and read the necessary information.
Let's take a look at one interesting page of international site WITS, World Integrated Trade Solution, medical test kits exports by country in 2018. Additional product information. Diagnostic reagents based on polymerase chain reaction nucleic acid test. Category: medical test kits, instruments, apparatus used in diagnostic testing. The data here tracks previously exciting medical devices that are now classified by the World Customs Organization as critical to tracking COVID-19. All countries of the world. Let's see. Russian Federation, Portugal, of course United States. You can go to the site and check everything yourself.
How do you ask that? After all, a new virus was discovered in Wuhan at the end of 2019, so masses need to know, because the bulk of people will not even rummage through these materials and look for the truth. Just imagine, according to YouTube rules, you cannot dispute the effect of vaccinations and the results of presidential election. For this, the video is blocked and the channel may be blocked. Therefore, I don't dispute that it's not the other, but you draw your own conclusions and have time to share this video. But let's get back to Mr. Bill Gates.
Let's talk about one project, ID project. ID 2020. Do you remember the same number? 2020 060606. ID 2020 is non-government organization which advocated for digital ID for the billion undocumented people worldwide and underserved grouped like figure blah blah blah. What the organization? ID 2020. Whoa. We need to get digital ID right. And what right routers? Accenture Microsoft team up on blockchain-based digital in Accenture and Microsoft teaming up to build a digital ID network using blockchain technology as part of United Nations supported projects to provide legal identification to 1.1 billion people worldwide with no official documents. Cool. That's cool. And who partners? Accenture and Microsoft, which worked on the prototype with managed service provided advance, are inviting other companies to join their project. PricewaterhouseCoopers and Cisco System Incorporated are among the organization involved in ID 2020. Programs study alliance. Partners. Accenture, Microsoft, Gavi, Ideor. Rockefeller Foundation. Okay. Very strange. Why is not said anywhere about Gavi and Rockefeller? We know who is Rockefeller, but there aren't many people who know about Gavi. It's a real cool site. Wall of vaccination. Ooh. COVID-19 and gave birth approach found cool roll out in sub-Saharan Africa and blah blah blah. Do you know who the co-foundation of the fund is? Let's go. It's a Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. That's right. Go ahead, let's take a look at general partners of Alliance. Facebook, MasterCard and others. Great company of friends. And all these the support of the United Nations. But one interesting quote. That's without an identity you can't access education, financial services, healthcare, you name it. You are disenfranchised and marginalization from society. David Reed, a managing director of Accenture's financial services practice, said in an interview. Having a digital identity is basic human right.
This is how a digital ID is not just a basic document, but a basic human right in general. Either you can get it, or you are trembling, disenfranchised creature, a marginal but just a bum. As you can see, these people are no longer hiding anything. They clearly indicate this plan and deadlines for all to have. The matrix is not longer closed. Digitalization is sweeping across the country. For example, one of article in the website ID 2020.
Immunization and entry point for digital identity. What do you think about it?
Now, I think everyone understands that the digitalization of society begins with immunization, that is, with vaccination. Checkmate to you, the world community. By the way, who paid attention to the article date March 29, 2018, when the world had not yet had to COVID-19, and they began to create slurry under the skin for a long time. Wake up, people, while they have turned to stupid biomass. All information is available, check it yourself, and I very much ask you to share this information with your loved ones, friends and relatives. It's possible that time has already passed not for years, but for days and for hours. All the good, Parser, and all the best. See you.